Hey, this is your man Sekou Kesley. Today we're gonna be talking about New York Mayor Eric Adams. All right, guys. Before we dive into the discussion, you already know what to do, man. If you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe. It's very easy. Just click that subscribe button. Boom, boom, boom. You get more video. And then, if you already been here for a little while, you know what to do. Like the videos. Make some comments so we could do this interactively. All right, come on, let's do this, man. All right, let's get into the topic. Mayor Eric Adams of New York City. Guys, before we even dive into the discussion, really, I just want to say straight out, shout out to all my Africans who are involved in New York City, those who are actually making things happen. You know, there are a lot of people who are on the sideline, like myself included. But there are, you know, the foot soldiers out there, guys who are like organizing the community, guys who are like putting in the work, guys who are sacrificing everything so that the African community is represented in New York. And to all of you, I don't want to name one name, and like there are thousands of you guys, hundreds of you guys who are actually doing the hard work, pushing everything to make sure that New York, Africans in New York have representation. To all of you guys, thank you. I just want to say that. Thank you all. You guys are doing a fantastic job. Yes, we are seeing some progress. Slow, but progress is coming, and we're seeing it, and we are happy about it. To all of the grassrooters who are out there mobilizing the community, putting the community together, you guys rock. Just know that. You don't need anybody to tell you that you are super, super cool, that you rock, that you're dope. Just know that you are solid, all right? In my book, at least. Now, that being said, let's talk about the mayor of New York, Eric Adams. Since he actually took over, I've been following up a little bit, saying that his engagement with the African community has been solid, to say the least. Yes, some people may say, you know, he could do more. There's always room for improvement. But I must say that from what I'm seeing, especially when it comes to the way he embracing his African root and the African leaders. I've been in New York for almost 21 years now. I haven't seen a lot of mayors actually embracing African leaders, especially when they come here for, like, you know, the UNGA, and when they're coming to visit America. I mean, I feel like Mayor Eric Adams is going off his way to make sure that, you know, African leaders are welcome in New York. I've made some observation, and I follow up some stuff on the news. I've seen him picture with people like Paul Kagame of Rwanda, Alassane Ouattara, Nana Akufo of Ghana. All these guys, when they come, he's welcoming them. You know, he's embracing them. And it just goes to show that Africans will mobilize for Eric Adams. You did the right thing, because you need a mayor in a city like New York, which is, you know, a melting pot that brings all global leaders together. When your people come here, they want to feel welcome. When your leaders, especially come from Africa, to come to New York for like the UNGA and all the other important meetings that they have, when they come here, at least the mayor of one of the biggest cities in the world, you know, welcome them, and they feel like they are brothers and sisters. This is amazing. And your work, I think because of the Africans, and Mayor Adams is saying that what African people are capable of in America, especially in this big city, New York, what they're capable of doing, the support that they give them. Although he's not just mayor for only Africans, but he has shown that he appreciates the Africans. This is wonderful. And for all of you guys who made this happen, kudos to you. Like, you have done a great job. Kudos. And just keep up the good work, right? For Mayor Adam, keep up the good work as well, Mayor, because, you know, I've been in New York for a while, and I haven't seen this level of interaction when it comes to African leaders being welcomed in this great city. And you're going above and beyond, honestly speaking, at this point, you know. And it started from the beginning when he was elected mayor, you know, before even taking taking the seat. He went to Ghana, you know, and he came back, became, you know, before officially, you know, sworn in as the mayor of New York. And I thought it was just some kind of like, oh, sure, and everything. But now, after that, this G8, the General Assembly, which is finishing now, I've seen his interaction with African leaders. It's amazing. And I just really wanted to just come out here today and just talk about it. Because New York is a major player in global affairs. Now, having the mayor of New York, whom is friendly with African leaders who are looking for investors, who are looking for, you know, partners to, you know, it's like pretty much he has the key to a lot of the success of these leaders. You know, he has the connection and he could liaise between his New Yorkers, especially the wealthy New Yorkers who have enough money to go invest in African countries, to liaise between them and his counterpart leaders who are coming from African countries, the presidents, the prime ministers, to link them together and make sure that, you know, there's a success transfer of wealth, if you might call it that way, or investment opportunities people could take advantage of in African countries, or at least giving them credibilities, you know, and using his network. I don't know if he's going to that extent, but I'm just thinking in my head, these are all possibilities. And for a mayor of New York going to that extent, I also saw him, you know, when he went to the African trade export that, you know, some Africans set up in New York. This is all just to show that, you know, Africans, when you're in America, you should get involved in politics. You should know who you're voting for, who will be able to represent your interests. Now, the mayor may not be, you know, saying per se like representing your interests, like your individual interests, but by him encouraging African leaders and making them feel welcome in this one of the biggest economic city in the whole wide world, that speaks volumes. It speaks volume to a fact that us Africans in New York made it possible also. Because the guys who are, nobody knows them, they are behind the scene, they are working day and night, you know, to make things like this happen. The guys in the shadow, when I say guys, I mean both men and women, that made this happen. We have to salute them. We have to encourage our young people and guys who are already in the field to keep doing what they're doing to make sure that our community is served through the mayor and our leadership, through the governor, through our senators. So Africans now, the challenge also on you. When you're going to vote, make sure you use your vote in America to benefit you. We have to come together to use this as an example. If we have influence over our elected officials, we could be able to gear to help them, guide them, you know, how they engage with our leaders who are coming from back home, and policies that are made in America, or when it comes to domestic foreign aid and all these things, how to be able to put Africa or specific countries on the map so that they could get the help that they need. So Mayor Adam is just one example. If Africans get together, you could get people like Chuck Schumer, which is the majority leader in the Senate from New York. We could get other politicians to, you know, advocate for the African cause, advocate for things that actually matters to African leaders. Because, kid you not, many of the policies that are made when it comes to how America deals with Africa and foreign relations and everything, these politicians are the ones who are making them. And if we have a voice in America to be able to talk to these politicians and be able to put them in the right direction to make policies and make decisions that will benefit Africa, it will be good for all Africans. So it's about time that we all start coming together, use the example that I just gave you to make sure that we and our people prosper. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned to this channel for more interesting discussion like this. I just have to put it down, man. I'm proud of the mayor. Keep up the good work. I'm proud of all Africans who were involved in making this mayor a mayor. I'm really proud. Yes, his domestic policies, there's a lot of work to be done. He will do them, hopefully. But I'm glad that he's also looking out there for the African leaders and making them feel welcome in New York City. Peace and love.